Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!
Welcome, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends to Spoiler Sleepover, Season 3, the Season of Suffering. Suffer along with your co-hosts Jason, Michael, and Rob as they watch and review some of the worst films to ever hit the screen. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
Welcome back, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends, and happy V-Day. V for Vendetta, V for Valentine's, V for vagina. No, never mind. We're not going to talk about that.
I gotta watch V for Vendetta again.
Not the series that's coming out. We won't talk about that right now. But we are super excited. This is awesome. Week 2 of February with Friends, and we have the original friend. The original third host is back, and he's here. Welcome, Chris O'Brockie, back here. I am so excited. Woo! Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, how are you guys? You guys ready to, get your freak on for Valentine's Day?
Hey now.
Always and forever. Yeah, this was...
I mean, freak is in, like, we're the freaks, because, we're the horror buffs.
Yeah. We're super excited about this one, too. Chris we've been trying to get him back on. He keeps throwing anniversaries at us, and then timing just doesn't work out. But this one was huge. I haven't seen Valentine in forever. We are talking about 2001's Valentine, by the way, in case you missed the title card. I am so excited to talk about this one. This is a classic. And easily, I'll fight anyone. One of the creepiest fucking masks in horror, in my opinion. This mask makes me so uncomfortable. But before we get into talking about that, we're not doing our normal openings, as you heard last week. We want to ask all of our friends, what are 3 movies that are coming out this year, 2026, that you are looking forward most to seeing? Chris, what are the 3 movies that you're looking forward to seeing this year?
Well, I mean, let's be real here, because it is me. My top tier for this year is definitely coming out this month. It's Scream 7, and thank God they called it Scream 7. Like, call it what it is. And then I would say my next one would be I'm really looking forward to Return to Silent Hill.
Ooh.
Because I'm a big Silent Hill fan. Like, I had a lot of the games growing up on my PS1. And the fact that Christoph Gans is back, who directed the first Silent Hill movie. I mean, I have my quips about the first one, mostly just like the last half of the movie, because I was just like, what are y'all doing? You had like a stellar, phenomenal movie like up until like the third act of the movie, but I can get past that. So I'm excited that he's back in the director's chair, because, we're not going to talk about that second movie that they tried to do a decade ago. And then I'm kind of torn between what my number 3 is. I'm really excited for Steven Spielberg's Alien movie coming out, because I'm ready for Spielberg to get like scary again. And I'm also like, I mean, as butch as it sounds, I'm kind of excited for the Odyssey.
I can get behind
that looks so good too. I'm
ready for like a big giant like epic movie again. And And, humble nod out there, honorable mention, absolutely the next Hunger Games movie. I love the Hunger Games. I've had all the books growing up, and I'm fucking psyched.
I actually just saw the trailer last month for the new Hunger Games movie, and I was just like, I had no idea they were doing another one, and I wasn't. There were other people in the theater, and as soon as the trailer started, there were groans. There was one guy went, "Oh man,
whatever, man."
I was just like, well, yeah.
They don't have to go see it. It's not for them.
You're okay.
Exactly.
You're gonna diss the movie that half of these people in the theater are probably like spanking it to Jennifer Lawrence. Get real.
Well, speaking of Scream 7, we have already discussed it, and Jason, Michael, and I are going to go see it in theaters, and we're going to have you come back so we can keep the Scream train going all the way back from season 1. So,
Again, yes, better audio.
And our minds still haven't been changed. We're still not Scream fans, but at this point, we're too far in to quit. Like, it's just, we have to at this point.
Pride.
Yeah.
Well, and plus, we're not just getting Scream 7 this year, but it's the 30th anniversary of Scream this year. So this is like Ghostface's year, like time to shine this year. So I can't believe that Scream's 30 years old. I never got to see the first one in the theater. I got to see Scream 2 in the theater when it came out. That was my first one in the theater. But I just remember renting Scream from Blockbuster, and I remember after a friend and we watched it. I remember it was like a warm day, like early summer or something, and I just remember us watching it, and then we watched it 2 more times, like in that sitting, because it was just so awesome. And there just hadn't been anything like it. I mean, we had like a little precursor of like the meta aspect with Wes Craven's New Nightmare a couple years prior, but the world just wasn't ready for it.
And here we are 30 years later.
And here we are.
Speaking of new movies, there's a rumor mill going around that there is a really cool movie that's in the works currently, starring a guy with amazing locks who also likes to swim around as a mer person. Is there any truth to this rumor?
I think there might be a little truth here, guys. Yeah, let's just drop the bomb. I mean, you could go on IMDb and see that the bomb dropped. We are going to start shooting this fall on Shriek Show 2, baby.
Woo!
Finally, it's finally happening. So we are we're bringing the ring that, you all asked for it, people in the horror community that really enjoyed Shriek Show. And it's kind of got a little, here we are like 4, almost 5 years later. And now it's got a little fan base now. And that's all you can ask for as an indie actor and everything, that people just take to your character. But they wanted more Ringmaster. Well, you guys we're gonna bring him back, and this time he's coming to your neighborhood.
Ruh-roh.
So we're taking him out of the woods. That's all I can really say about it. We're taking him out of the woods, and we're bringing him to a nice, quiet, unsuspecting suburban town during their Halloween fair.
Hell yeah.
And some new characters, unfortunately, cross his path. And let's just say it doesn't stop when they leave the fair.
I'm here for it.
I'm so excited. I was saying this on when I was recently back on the NC-17 podcast, and I was telling them that I'm celebrating my 20th anniversary this year in the film business. So, and out of all the roles and projects I've worked on, I've never been so excited, or ecstatic, the word to say, to step back into a role again as I am this character. Because the first Shriek Show, that was just the tip of the iceberg. We've only seen a tiny little scotch of who this guy is, or what's beyond that makeup, what's beyond those freaky yellow eyes. Well, you're gonna see a lot more of his true form in this next one. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Secrets.
That's amazing. That's a lot more information than I was expecting too. That's so good. Oh,
And I really didn't
curious.
give that much away. Like I think I kept it pretty exciting, but most pretty spoiler free.
On this podcast, how dare you?
Yeah. How dare you? Oh my God.
This will be the
so
next
amped
movie
for this.
that you guys
Also,
spoiled like next year.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, 100%. We also, I think you're doing yourself a disjustice by saying there's a little fan base. I have seen fan-made merch out there. You have posted pictures with your own face on merchandise. Like, it's in existence. There isn't a small fan base.
It's wild.
There's a fan base. Like, it's just straight up, you have a fan base. That's unbelievable. I mean, I see you've got Art the Clown energy coming out of you at this point, and it's just a matter of time before, one of the big companies prints you on a T-shirt. We'll be
dude. I'm hoping. I hope like Hot Topic or Spencer's or Spirit Halloween, gets somehow an image or a clip from Shriek Show 2 gets to them. And they're like, "Holy hell, who is this mofo?" Like, let's put him on stuff. Let's put him on the shirts next. Like, we've already done Art the Clown. Let's have it. Let's have this guy now. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah. See you on a Cavities Color shirt would be really awesome, because that's
hell. Oh my God, I would love to be on Cavity Colors or Gutter Garbs or Terror Threads.
Yes.
Like, I would die. I mean, look, they put the Gesture on a shirt. Like, come on, they could put the Ringmaster on a shirt.
Yeah, and no offense to the second Gesture movie, but it was not the first movie. That first movie
I haven't seen it.
The second movie was a bit of a snooze fest, but
I like your look though, even though it's a little Ringmaster, even though we came out with our movie first. But that's just goes without saying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on Screambox right now. So if you're looking for it, that's where you can find it. A bit underwhelming, to say the least. Well, thank you for the input for Shriek Show 2. We're excited, beyond excited. And for those of you who have not seen Shriek Show, the first one yet, fucking what are you waiting for? Do it. It is streaming where exactly right now? Still on Tubi, right?
We got it on, you guys. It's on Tubi, Plex, Prime. It's not on Screenbox, unfortunately, but maybe the second one will be. So, but I mean, it's pretty much on most streaming services. I want to say probably like 90% of them. So, by the time we release the second one, it'll be 5 years. So you've had 5 years. You will have had 5 years to watch the first movie. You have no excuse.
I will say it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Krakoon has popped up in my Prime, suggested, and I clicked on it and I was like, why do I know that? I see your face in your page. I was like, that's why.
I didn't even know I was like the thumbnail when you click on it and everything until my best friend, we were talking on the phone one night. He was like, "Oh, by the way," and I went on. I was like, "Wait, what?" And then I went on Prime and I saw it and I just cackled. Like, it was funny. We got Denny's Grill just smirking on it right there.
It's really cool that we have you here, first off, so thank you very much for joining us. But I'm starting to see you more out in the wild now. There's a clip that I sent Rob of a lot of Terrifier things I tap and I like. There's a video of you and David Howard Thornton line dancing or something like that.
Oh my God, where did you see that?
That just popped up on Instagram. I was like, wait a minute. Holy fucking shit, that's Chris. And I was like, Rob.
So that was that was in 2020.
Damn.
That was literally like 2 months before COVID hit, and we were both at I think it was like Rock Pop Horror event and everything, and yeah, like they started playing the Cupid Shuffle, and ironically that's when we shot our scenes with Beverly Randolph, Felissa, and Tuesday Night. So, and then like the next day was like the New Year's Eve event thing. So also Felissa Rose is a lovely person, and she is crazy and she will get you drunk. Oh, she will get you drunk and not feel
I
bad
can see
about
that
it.
energy from her.
And we were all at that event, and I was just, that was the first time David and I had met, because David and I, like, we had been like Facebook friends for like a few years, like not long after the first Terrifier came out, like definitely well before they shot 2. And but that was our first time meeting, and it was funny because he was at his table and I was in the ringmaster makeup because I was doing like photo ops and stuff with people. And I walk over to him and he just stops and he leans back and he's like, "Chris," he said, it is finally time, my brother. And he gets up and hugs me and everything. And then, yeah, we danced it out. I can't believe you saw that clip.
I'm gonna have to.
I have never
I'll
seen
send it
it.
to you, and we'll also
You've got to
post it
send
on
that
the
to me.
social so everybody else can see it as well.
Wow. See, you know what? That you got to spread it around. Be like, look, Art the Clown and the Ringmaster,
Damien,
hamming it up.
Damien, crossover. Come
Yeah,
on.
right?
Ooh,
Let me get at least like 2 more movies then with the Ringmaster, and then we'll do that.
There you go. If they don't
Because
kill off
hopefully
Art
Shriek-
in 4,
If Shriek Show 2 does really good, I mean, you guys got to help make it do good. And, there might be a 3 in there because we do have ideas for a 3. But that can only happen if you guys help 2 blow up.
you heard him, suckers.
You heard me.
Yep.
All right, let's get back to this because I could talk about Shriek Show all day, and that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about Valentine.
We're a big fan of tangents.
We live off of tangents, and the suckers have asked for more, so that's what we've been doing. We just do a ton of tangents because they asked for it.
That's probably why I've been on here for so long, because I just talk so much.
All right, so our synopsis for 2001
Jesus.
Valentine. Happy 25th anniversary. Could you imagine? Please don't remake this.
He's stuck on
Make
the
a
dance.
second one. I'm down for it. Seriously. Our synopsis. This is what the studio gave us. 5 women are stalked by an unknown assailant while preparing for a Valentine's Day.
All right.
I'm sorry. How about not really? The other synopsises that have been rewritten and put out onto the wonderful IMDb are, and I'm not even over exaggerating, about 2 paragraphs long. So I'm not reading
Jesus.
per usual. I feel like that just spoils the movie. But yeah, the studio said, let's give you as little information as possible and a bunch of misinformation with this. That is not how the synopsis for this movie in any way, shape, or form. Chris, if you were to write a synopsis for Valentine, what would it be? Because it wouldn't be this, that's for sure.
God, I would write. Okay, let me think here. So I would write. How many girls was it? 4, 5, 5. It's 5 of them. I would write five friends that 5 friends find themselves unexpectedly being hunted down by a masked cherub killer on Valentine's Day, but they soon find out that he knows their past. I mean, that sounds like a pretty generic 2000s.
They deserve it.
Slasher synopsis.
I mean, this is a generic 2000 slasher, though. And that's the glorious part of it. We don't get movies like this.
I do. I
miss these movies anymore. And these are beautiful films. So we get this amazing opening. I love this opening. Every time I hit play on this movie, I'm just like, this is unfucking hinged. Jeremy, for the dweeb that he is, has no chill and nothing but game going for him, even though his game sucks and he fails.
Right now, he just went for it. Like, he went up to like all the little preteen hottie girls that in that school. It was just like, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? Like, boy had ball before they dropped.
A lot more confidence than I ever did.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted. He ends up making out with, oh no, what do they call the
Dorothy? It was Dorothy.
Horrible. No, that's her name, Dorothy. I remember her name, but her nickname, they call her like Tank or something like that. I was like, yo,
I think it was like
you
Hippo or something.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah, it was Hippo. Buffalo, that's what it was. I was like, yo, you can't just be walking around calling people Buffalo just because they're big. Like, that's horrible.
So it's so fucked up.
Brutal back then. It's brutal now, but like,
yeah,
none of these characters, unfortunately, if this is the way they started off, they didn't get much better.
No, they did not learn that much.
I don't feel bad for any of them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well, I feel bad for Dickbag's ex-girlfriend, even though she's being a bit of a bitch. She definitely did not deserve to be fucking murked. She did nothing wrong. Out of everybody in that group, she did nothing wrong. Other than being like, that's my man, that's also my necklace, I would like that back, and then steals a watch and then gets killed in a shower. Like,
she had a great
Heidi Burris is the actress. She's underrated. She's an underrated gem, I will say, because everything that I've seen her in, she just delivers 110 every time. And I'm going to put one of her movies on my March lineup, because you all know I do like my monthly lineups themed to whatever time of the year that is. So I'm thinking for March, I'm going to add this year Cabin by the Lake, another early 2000 underrated gem.
Just sounds
that's a great one. I haven't seen that one in a while either.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool concept.
So, yeah, I mean, from this point, we we meet the gamut of people. We meet Kate on a very weird date, and I rhymed that intentionally because we meet Jason, and Jason is
not this Jason.
Rather lame.
Nope.
This dude.
Nope.
Well,
this Jason rejects that Jason from the rest of the Jasons. You shut your mouth.
Yeah, I literally wrote, my note for this was Jason is lame. That's all I wrote, because I was like, this guy is a fucking weirdo.
Right, who talks in like third person as well. Like, Jason likes your dress.
Yeah.
Jason thinks you have great boobs.
We from one Jason and the rest of the Jasons, we reject this Jason. We want nothing to do with him. It also doesn't help that his initials are JM, and so is Jason Michael, and I hate it more. Did not help my case here in this movie.
We then meet Paige, Denise Richards in her prime, if you will. I feel like she's never left her prime. She's still doing things, and every time I see her, I'm like, age already, Jesus Christ! But like,
she's a vampire.
She's
like Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood. Yeah, well, Paul Rudd's a real vampire. There's no fucking getting around that. I just saw an interview with him that was done like a month ago, and I'm like, dude, get old. Like, now, do it.
Get a gray.
It just doesn't. Yeah, I'm older. No, I'm younger than him, and I'm already gray. It's wild.
Paul Rudd, just have your knees click once.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Somebody put mics in his pants, so every time he moves, we can hear what pops. That didn't sound right.
No, it didn't. But I'm here for it.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a month of love. All bets are off.
Yeah. Oh man. So Denise and Kate are on they're going for a speed date, I guess is the best way to put it. Denise is forcing Kate to do thusly, even though she's on. I also said Kate was on that date. Kate was not on that date. But anyway,
it just keeps rhyming.
Kate's got a bit of an issue with Adam, her pseudo ex-boyfriend. Yeah, he's an alcoholic. Hi, one of us. I recovered though, so way to go, Adam. Way to.
No, he just never recovered from leaving Buffy.
No, he never did. But that's okay. We have Buffy coming back, so we'll get to him resurrected. Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, David Boreanaz. He's a good-looking guy though, and I don't think he's really aged either.
No, I tell you, everybody from the WB just has not aged, and it's crazy. And you know what? And I like that though, because it keeps me feeling young. Yeah, and it keeps me feeling like I'm still there and everything. And I mean, I think I saw they just did the Golden Globes, and Alicia Silverstone was there looking insanely magnificent in this red dress, and she's another vampire. It's just like everybody from the 90s is a vampire. Like it's just
Yeah.
I'd subscribe to that theory.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm from the 80s, but yeah. That
You're
works.
an older vampire.
Am I a vampire? Yeah, I was actually told, somebody said that I looked like I was in my late 20s the other day. I said, that's really nice. And then I dressed up to go to an event, and I dressed like nice. And my own fiance said, you look old. And I said, excuse me? And I realized that I dressed like a 40-year-old, and I was like, oh, I look my age. That's why. I dressed my age, and now I look my age. That's why I don't want to dress my age, because I look like I'm in my late 20s. So I'll take it all day, every day. It works. Chris, why don't you kind of take it from here? They do this speed date, and
gosh, all right, yes. So they do the speed date. Actually, no. Oh wait, I think we're a little bit ahead because we didn't talk about Katherine Heigl and get her chase scene at the morgue.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's the first kill,
That's right.
the first kill in the movie.
Yeah, she's the one who's on the date, not Kate. See, I knew I was off. It's Shelley. Shelley goes on the date.
Yeah, so Shelley's on the date with creepy Jason, and then she goes to the morgue, and then it's that scene where she's about to like cut her corpse, and then you just see the corpse breathe, and and then that's when we get our first reveal of the killer and the full on cherub mask and trench coat and everything, and it's like that nice great chase scene down the hallway, and she hides in the body bags in the morgue room, and then he just goes through and just stabbing each bag, and then she's in the last one because that's the last. And then just cuts her throat, which I think it could have been a little more gruesome, but this was 2001, so we weren't at like Saw yet, so people were wusses when it came time for that. But
I mean, all things considered, there's still some pretty good and gruesome kills in this too.
Oh, absolutely, yes. So all right, so that we did that, and then we did the speed dating, and then all right, now we're back up to speed here. So there's the girl. Then the next scene is the funeral, Shelley's funeral, and it's the first time we see all of the girls like together again since the intro to the movie, and we see Dorothy again, and now it's just kind of. It's interesting to see her now. I think it's 13 years later in between like the opening and where the girls are now. And now like she has kind of transformed herself into looking like them, like fitting into their clique. Like she's lost weight. She's blonde now. She looks hot. So, but it's just kind of sad because like she you can see like with her character, she's trying to have that independence, but there's still that longing to still fit in with these girls, even though they have accepted her already, but she just doesn't see that in her eyes. So anyway, right. But so right there at the funeral, and and we got Denise Richards like stripping down to this like halter top, and the lovely actress Jessica Caulfield has that line like, Jesus, Paige, it's a funeral.
That one cracks me up. That's a good one. Yeah,
I think out of everybody, I feel the least bad for Paige, especially when that kill comes.
Yeah,
like she does not care about anything else in this movie, and then when it finally happens, you're like, yes.
And what's interesting about Paige's character is just like she knows she's a knockout. She knows how to work her body and her. And she's flirtatious as hell, but she's not a hoe. Like she keeps her feet planted, and she knows what she's after, but she's very selective about it. So I kind of give kudos to her.
Yeah, especially with the speed dating prick.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to wax it? And I saw the candle. I was like, yes, good.
Do it.
I never said wax it after this movie. By the way, I was just like, absolutely not. Nope.
The best part of that, besides him getting his comeuppance, was the fact that she left the door open. Like, good,
yeah,
good. Yeah. You're tied to the bed. You can't see shit. Your dick's in pain. Door open. Everybody can see you.
her moment of going into the hot tub is so out of nowhere, because like they're literally like, all right, let's leave, and then there's a hard cut, and then she's just like, hot tub time alone. You're like, the fuck happened to leaving? Like, you're just chilling, and then they cut back to her, and they're like, where is she? Oh, she's probably in the hot tub. She does that.
She always
like,
went to the
oh,
Always been
okay.
something hot. I mean, you know what? I get it. Like, because that would probably be me at that party. I'd be like, all right, I'm done. I'm getting there. Oh, there's a hot tub. That's where I'm going.
Are there people there? No? Sweet.
And I would have done exactly what she did. I would have grabbed that bottle of champagne. I'm like, I'm not going down there empty-handed. If I'm taking a date, it's going to be this bottle.
Yeah, if there's a body of water, no matter how small it is, Chris is going to find his way into it. I mean, that's
Well, yeah, right, exactly.
I watched you put on a fin in a pool in a hotel, for fuck's sake.
You have.
I was
You
like,
have
this is
seen me. You have seen me
experience.
tail up. That is. That's like being invited into my, like, slipping into my DMs.
It was a really cool. I wish I had the balls to try it on. I don't think I would have fit in any of your tails, but
Yeah, they're pretty. The fabric ones are pretty stretchy. So I think you would have been fine. Well, you know what? Next time you come to, if you come to Creature Feature, I'll bring a tail.
Well, suckers, stay tuned. There's something potentially in the works. So hopefully, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. Timing wise, maybe it'll be both of us. Maybe it'll just be me. Who knows? But yeah. So really, from this point, I mean, this movie goes. There are so many hard cuts from one character to the next character. Like, this is truly 2000s at its peak. Like, the closest comparison movie that I can give this, and I put them side by side a lot, is I Know What You Did Last Summer. More specifically, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mhm.
Because the second movie, they add so many more characters that they're like, all right, now back to this new guy. All right, now back to the old crew. Now to this other person. Now to this person. And you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Can we sit with somebody for longer than 2 seconds? This movie does a lot of the very same stuff, which is, I mean, we were at a point still in 2001 where, especially horror movies, like specifically horror movies, didn't really run 2 hours or longer.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, they do now. Now it's like it's normal.
right.
Yeah.
But, you know, there may have been 1,000 plot points that were written that could have been, if they made it now, we would have seen it all. But instead they were like, all right, we got to cut this out, cut that out, cut this out, cut that out. For example, Kate's creepy neighbor, like there was clearly more written about that guy. And yet we never find out anything about him. And it's a bit of a bummer, to be completely honest, because he rhymes.
You look great.
Thanks, Gary.
Awesome.
You're scary, Gary.
Yeah, scary Gary. He had
I
a
love that
great
dude.
death, though.
And I mean, this movie is just so good with hitting everything. So those of you who are only listening, if you want visuals, jump over to our YouTube, because the videos are on YouTube. So if you're already watching on YouTube, if you look behind Chris, there's the wonderful Cupid mask. That thing is horrifying. It is one
Did you
of the
pause
very
the movie
few
at the title
masks
card?
Actually, this is the trailer applause behind me.
Nice.
No Roku City. No Roku
But
City.
It's all right.
Well, here, I'll just bring it in frame here. See here.
Ooh, he's got the knife, too.
This mask makes me like legitimately uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, it's got the blood on the
it makes
nose,
me so
too?
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's
what?
great.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Rob
makes me
has
so
put it
uncomfortable.
into his Etsy
'Cause it's-
cart right now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this guy, oh gosh, I can't think of the name, the artist right off the top of my head, but he did a phenomenal job. And like, you can even see it, even has the scratches on the cheeks
Damn.
and everything.
Is it like rubber or hard plastic, silicone?
It's latex, a very thick latex. Like this thing, like I could set this like off of the stand here, and it will just keep its shape perfectly.
Hell yeah.
So,
That's a
wow.
good mask right there.
yeah, it's like the best one I've seen out there. And I'm just, by just sheer luck, I found it on Etsy, like in such a short notice. Like I got it about a month ago, and he shipped it really fast too.
You said it was from the UK
Holy
too?
crap.
Yeah, it's from the UK. I'll send you guys the link once we're done. So if anybody wants
Yes,
to buy one and help his business out, you can pop it up there.
Link in the description.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll plug him. That mask makes me legitimately uncomfortable. I don't know why.
Good.
I think it's the dead
think about it when you're going to bed.
I try not to. I watched it during the day. I rewatched it during the day because I was like, this will give me enough time to get this out of my head. Yeah, it didn't work. So really, I mean, from this point forward, I think just touching on each character and their story, maybe we can do a better job than they did with editing. So Dorothy's story, Dorothy did great for herself, raised in a very rich family with a shitbag stepmom, I think is the best way to put that. She is still in her own way.
Yeah, like I was saying.
Best way to put it. She's in her own way with still thinking of herself, which we hear her even say towards the end of the movie. She still looks at herself as the fat girl and doesn't find herself worthy of like anything other than what's quick and in front of her, which ends her up in being used by this terrible fucking scam artist who, out of everyone in this movie, is the one person who 100% gets what he has coming to him. And that's the one dude I was just like, fucking finally, Jesus.
Well, even like at the end, like when, after like all the craziness is subsided and everything, even Kate, when they think it's Dorothy that's the killer, and even Kate even says like I just don't understand. Like we were her friends and we loved her. Like, and they did accept her. They never said anything about her weight, like at all. Like they liked her, and she just couldn't. Yeah. She just couldn't accept it.
I mean,
that's sad.
It really shows. I mean, we are our own worst enemies. Like, no one can say anything to us that'll cut us down worse than we'll cut ourselves down. She's the one character I relate with in this movie. Like, I've been in her shoes. So, like,
same.
Yeah, it's a horrible misdirect at the end. But so, speaking of characters who are also not treating themselves too well, Kate is, I mean, all things in front of us, she seems like a sweet girl. Maybe not the brightest bulb in the bunch, but definitely a sweet girl who, for some reason, can just not move past her alcoholic boyfriend.
No.
And we're never really truly given much information as to why they split, other than his drinking being an issue and him saying one line of like, I know I'm not myself when I'm drunk. Great. I guess we're supposed to read between the lines and we can say anything. My brain always just goes to the worst case scenarios. I'm like, he hurt her. Why is she still fucking hanging on to this pipe dream? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. But Adam sure is a whole fucking lot of a person. It's a bit much to say the least. And he keeps showing up.
I can semi understand why she would probably have a hard time letting go. I mean, just look at David Boreanaz. So there's that, but that's just, let's be real here. But
Seeley Booth.
But I will say, like going back to Dorothy for a second, and her younger than her mother's stepmother. She has one of the best. There's a line that Dorothy says when her stepmother like cusses her out in like Cantonese or something, or and then her stepmother tells her dad like, she just called me a mail order bride from hell. That Dorothy's line is like, well, I don't even know what she just called me. I think it's my favorite line in the movie. So
it's so good. And I love the fact that we just never see her dad and stepmom again for the rest of the movie. Like, I understand they probably left on a trip or whatever, but like, there's so many of these characters that we get a quick glimpse of, and then they're just gone. Like, Scary Gary, for example. We're quickly introduced to him.
Like 2 scenes.
Yep.
Yeah, and Kate, I want to also point this out because I rewound it because it's been a while since I've seen this, but I was like, I got to go back. Did I miss something here? But Kate's taking a shower, loses water pressure or water altogether, leaves the shower, has an empty bottle of not water in her fridge, gives herself a swirly, and the entire time she's waltzing around her apartment, her front door is wide open. Like, she just walks through the door to be like, hello? And she's just in the hallway. I'm like, I don't think Gary's the scary one there. You're just inviting people to a free fucking show. You're doing this to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and then later, when we see Scary Gary, he's presumably trying on her panties before the killer kills him. And I was like, what the fuck?
The killer just walks in like, you deserve this.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't touch them.
This is fucking weird. Well, the weirder part is he kills Gary in her apartment. Then we get a hard cut to Kate in the apartment and Paige just showing up, and you're like, how much time has passed? Is there blood? Did the fuck happened? Like, we don't touch on certain things in this movie. There are these moments where I'm like, there's a plot hole here. There's an issue. Did Kate leave her door open and then just not go into her bedroom? Did she not notice because she leaves her door open all the time? Who fucking knows?
Well, I mean, she also has to get dressed for the party, so you think she's gonna go in there.
Yeah, it's strange, but yeah, Gary's dispatched. I thoroughly enjoy Gary for as scary as he is, and his rhyming made me very happy. It's just fucking weird. He's such an odd fella. Oh man. Well, what about Lily? We haven't really talked about Lily.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to Lily. I mean, I think Lily was just a fun character. I mean, she's the one that pretty much said what everybody was thinking all the time. And like I said, Jessica Caulfield, great actress, funny, fun range. And she's just, you can't help but not look at her every time she's in a movie because she just delivers every time. And she's great.
She had it.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
I personally think she was the best kill for me in this movie. I don't know why, but I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
It's the I feel like it's the brutality of it too. Like the Cupid killer is inventive with all of his kills. This is the one where it was just like, this is the moment. This is the only moment I have. I'm going to utilize exactly what's in front of me, which happened to be a giant glass window for a shower and a giant piece of glass just sticking out. And I love a good under the chin stab. That's why I'm currently working my way through The Walking Dead in its entirety. And there were so many under the chin stabs in this show that I'm just like, more. And I get so many. It's like, oh, there's just something about it's so soft under there. That sounded really fucking, now I sound like Scary Gary. Way to go, Rob. Way to fucking scare half the audience away.
I don't want to touch under my chin anymore. Doesn't feel safe.
But, no. And then Detective Vaughn. This guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. At first, I thought I was like, all right, you know what? He's a decent cop. And then very quickly it went, ooh, no, you're weird. You're real weird.
Yeah. Please remove your hand from my thigh. Where would you like me to put it? How about up your ass? That's the line in this movie.
Everybody said the same thing before she even got the chance. It was like, you could shove it up your ass. Hey, there we go.
I wish I would have been in the theater when old enough to go see that when it came out. I bet like everybody cheered when she said that.
Yeah, right. It's just so good. Well, I mean, we have a few other characters. Ruthie is fucking great. Max, the guy who appears, disappears, then reappears to just stare uncomfortably at Kate's chest. This dude's a fucking weirdo and puts on
and
by far one of the weirdest art
gallery.
Art? Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Lifted cool
Max
fingers.
that looked like
Art shows.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. he's a bit strange, man. Yeah,
Just
no
a
bueno.
bit.
No bueno. Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, something we have not been mentioning this entire time is that our Cupid killer, every time the killer kills somebody, their right nostril bleeds. I had to figure that out. I was like, is it right nostril or left nostril? Right nostril.
No, right nostril. I had to lie.
Yeah, right nostril. So, yeah, I pointed at my right nostril with my left hand just to throw people off.
You bastard.
It's a tell, right? I don't quite understand, other than the tell at the end of the movie, what the purpose of the bloody nose is. Is there a significance to it?
In the beginning of the movie, Jeremy's nose bled after he was, embarrassed and not neglected, but shot down by all of these girls. And then he was stripped down by the bullies and his nose started bleeding and chased out of there. So at this point, we're all like, oh shit, it's Jeremy. But we don't see adult Jeremy. So at this point, it could be anybody. And Jeremy Melton, JM, again, not boding well for Jason Michael. And then there's Jason the creepy dude from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they would have said yes, unless he was also this creepy.
Jason Marquette. That was his name. Marquette.
Yes.
Marquette.
So we're all like, is he just using a different JM? And then the coolest fucking Valentine's cards I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like the pull tabs, and it's just like, knife at your throat. It's like fuck. Also,
man, I need Trick or Treat Studios to recreate them and mass produce those.
Oh, those would be awesome. I wish I got those Valentine's cards as a kid, not the roses are red, violets are blue. Here, I got a candy for you. It's like, no,
right.
Yeah, that is cheesy shit.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, his nose was bleeding, so we knew it was him. And then, I'm going to be completely honest. Again, first time watching it, I knew it wasn't Dorothy, but that was still a really good plot twist at the end, where it's like, oh, this is nice, blood drip. No shit. I enjoyed it. Yeah. It was like, I felt like, early 2000s movie I haven't seen, here for it.
So full-blown spoiler for the end of the movie is everyone's dead except for Kate and Dorothy and Adam. And Adam's been super duper creepy and keeps reappearing, chasing Kate around Dorothy's McMansion the entire time after the Valentine's Day dance. And so she's pretty much drawn the conclusion, as we have, that he is the Valentine's Day killer, until the killer actually shows up and the two of them tumble down the stairs together, Kate and the killer, and the killer then gets up, which then Adam quickly busts a cap in the killer's ass. I think like 3 to 4 shots, actually. It was pretty fucking intense. I was like, Jesus. And Kate then quickly goes over and takes the mask off, showing us that it's Dorothy. And as Chris had already stated, there's the whole, like, I don't understand it. We liked her. Like, we thought she was a friend, all of this stuff. And Kate looks at Adam as Adam is holding her so gingerly, and she says, I love you. And he says, I've always loved you. And I was like, ha, 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 stranger danger. And then we get a close-up of Kate's face, and a drop of blood lands on her cheek. We get a pan up to Adam's face, and his nose is bleeding. Roll credits.
That's a great ending.
And that is 2001's Valentine. It is a wild ride. No conclusion, like no positive close to the movie in any way, shape, or form. I love this. I also love Denise Richards' kill. I think it's Paige's kill. I think it's just, it's over the top and inventive in such a fucking strange way that anything could have happened. The killer could have turned the heat all the way up and let her boil in her own and become soup. But
could have put the bubbles on full blast and shoot around with it.
That would have been awesome. That would have been like fucking waterboarding with bubbles. But he driller killer style shows up with this giant fucking drill and just starts drilling holes in there. I love it because I love Driller Killer. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That movie's amazing. He nicks her arm, which I think is great, and she starts bleeding. And then he's like, "Wait a second."
Yeah, because you gotta have that red filling up the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You just gotta do that.
I've told Rob that I talk to my
has
movies.
A moment of realization and like holds it up and looks at it, then looks down and just unlatches the thing and just throws the electric drill into the water. I was just like, it was like it. All of these kills were so just in the moment. I brought something from 2 kills. Everything else, I'm utilizing what's around me at this moment.
Well, and if you notice that, like in the intro of the movie when they're all at middle school, everything that each of the girls says to Jeremy foreshadows them as adults, like, and what happens to them. So you have Paige say, "I would rather be boiled alive."
Oh,
and Lily
I'll
Lily
have to
says,
watch it again.
yeah, so Lily's response to him in the beginning is just like, "Ew," and she's the one that eats the maggots.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Shelley, who calls him a loser. And as we catch up with Shelley in the beginning, she's in med school, so obviously she's in it to win it and not be a loser. So it's interesting how they did that.
And the suspense built in this movie, a lot of misdirects happen. Like, you're watching it and you're going, okay, so he's going to be go back to Paige again when the whole botanical garden view that's in the hot tub room, she goes through damn near every section of that. And you're like, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? Oh, okay, I guess it's not. Boom, there it is. It's like, that rules. I'm so glad it's not, yes, cool, I can write this movie. It's just, you don't know when it's going to happen, and I'm so happy for it. But I told Rob before, I talk to my movies, and I MST3K them at home. And when I was watching this, and the moment when Denise is trapped in the hot tub, I'm like, oh no, she's going to, drown in the bubbles. He starts drilling, and I was like, oh no, he's just kind. He's just drilling holes for her to breathe. It's great. No.
Nope. Electrocute her to death. Well, this was awesome. Yes, this is an amazing kill. So Jason Michael has said his favorite kill, the shower being stabbed with glass. I liked Paige's death. Chris, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
I'm going to say, definitely, I'd say Paige's is a very tight second one for me, but I'm going to say Lily's kill actually is my favorite because, they're in, like, I'm a visual person, so, she's in, like, the weird, crazy art video maze and everything, and, like, he's like fucking with her with the playback on the maze videos and everything, and then, you got the classic Cupid bow and arrow. And, he gets a couple of them in her, and she's like staggering with you. And these are like big ass arrows too, like sticking out of her. So she's like stumbling her way through that maze. And then he finally gets that last one, and she goes over the railing and like right into a dumpster, like two stories down.
And it closes, and
like nobody is even ever gonna know she's in there. Like, well, easy clean up. There it is.
That's her kill and the first kill in the movie are the two that always get me a little confused because they're both concealed bodies, yet we find out about them in the next scenes both times. Like, first girl gets killed, and then he zips the body bag up. Like, who's going through and looking up in these body bags within 24-hour period? Like, hey, what's in this one? Yeah, it's 2001. They were like, no, we can't run this for 2 hours, man. It's got to be a tight hour and 25 minutes long, or 35 minutes, whatever it was. So, man, this was awesome. Happy 25th anniversary.
And I remember when this was like, when leading up to this coming out back in 2001, because this was directed by Jamie Blanks, who did Urban Legend. And I think they were like, dubbing this like, oh, it's going to be his follow up to Urban Legend. This is going to be a big thing. Because I remember back when I used to get Fangoria magazine every month.
Oh,
I remember like this was like all over Fangoria. I think it was like 3 issues they covered this movie, and it was like it was supposed to be like a big movie, and it came out and like it was just brutally just bashed. But now, now I think it was probably about like I think maybe like 20, like for its around the time of its 20th anniversary. Like I remember Jamie Blanks, like they interviewed him, and the movie now it's developed like it's kind of got like this big reappraisal, and it's got this big like cult following now, and like people love it, and they said it was kind of ahead of its time when it came out because it harkened back to like the early 80s slashers. And now like rewatching it after like I heard somebody say that, I'm like, oh yes, no, I see it now. I probably didn't see it in 2001 because I was a kid, but but now that I'm older and I've been in horror movies and I can appreciate that the art of it now, and like I know they're exactly right. I think it was ahead of its time, and it's so good to see it like it has like a nice following that it's kind of deserved.
Yeah. I will definitely be adding this to the Valentine's repertoire. That and Dracula.
There you go. And
yes.
Dracula. Yeah. Yeah. This is when seeing as this was Jason Michael's first viewing, I said, don't go into this expecting something you haven't seen before. Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
And I did.
Because I'm noticing movies like this specifically are starting to now catch like a bigger cult following. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm not complaining about modern horror in any way, shape, or form, but a lot of modern horror is overcomplicating the genre and doing too much or trying to even say too much, where this is very, very surface level, like, hey man, beauty is the eye of the beholder. Maybe be nicer to those around you. Just keep it simple. And here's your slew of characters. One is more or less bitchier than the other. Does everyone deserve to die? Who fucking cares? Like, the movie just ends. And you're like, great, this is perfect.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the problem with, as you said, with horror nowadays. It's like, hence why like horror movies are now like 2 hours long, and that's the norm now. Like I remember back like when Valentine came out, they were a crisp like hour 20 minutes, hour and a half. And but now because they're trying to load so much in there, because everybody, this generation needs everything explained to them. It's just like read the effing room and just take it for what it is. Like you don't need to look at like a scratch on somebody's wall in the movie and be like, oh gee, I wonder what the history behind that scratch was. It's just like, come on, just sit back and relax, and as you said, enjoy the ride.
They'll be needing everything explained to them, but then there'll also be like this during the entire movie.
Yes, exactly.
That's why
down.
I've at this point I've said it quite a few times. But if you have not seen Primate yet, go see Primate. That movie's runtime, including credits, is 1 hour and 29 minutes long. And you get so much character development in that time and some of the most brutal violence I've seen since Terrifier 3. Like
I went to a sneak preview of it, and oh my God, I loved every bit of that movie. And also the score for that movie, 10 out of 10. Like it's such a throwback to John Carpenter and Alan Howarth. Like that like I immediately, when I first heard that score, I thought of Christine and Prince of Darkness.
Yep.
It sounds like we've got another episode in the bag with Chris too.
If for those of you who are not subscribed to our Patreon, please consider subscribing to our Patreon. But for those of you who are, and last month heard my Movie Spew Monday about Primate, you actually heard me say, wow, this movie is like, it's a chimp doing his best Michael Myers like even like there's moments of like scream in there. It's a killer movie with a fucking chimp.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's so fucking good.
It's
And
Cujo
I
with a
can't
chip.
wait- Yeah. I literally hope that this one gets I don't even think Vinegar Syndrome would touch this, but Criterion, I want the best steelbook with all the special features because
Yeah.
it's all practical. And that's another thing. It's all fucking practical, which is just wild. We need more.
Yeah. And, oh my God. I remember when I first saw the trailer for this, and I remember like there's like a line in the trailer, like when one of the girls was like, "Did something bite him?" And then as soon as she said that, I remember I was in the theater. I can't remember what I was watching, but I remember I was in the theater and I clapped really loud. I was like, "He's got rabies." Because Cujo is one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's just, we don't have movies like that anymore.
Cujo's a great movie.
But
So why Wallace was not nominated for an Oscar for that movie is just beyond me. Like, they completely missed the mark there, because she's phenomenal in that movie. Like, her best role ever.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I do also feel like we are getting back to like an era where certain directors and writers are wanting to harken back to the old day of horror and like simplifying things, because we are still getting some of them. The downside is they aren't getting the theater play, and that's really upsetting. Like Shelby Oaks was unbelievable, just over an hour and 30 minutes long, hit every mark perfectly, perfect character development. It was scary as fuck. Like everything about it was great. I mean, and then we have this 28 years later where they're like 2 movies to give us a 6-hour story. Great movies, don't get me wrong, but still, like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, like
thank you for coming back.
I'm a huge fan of 28 Days Later. Like, it's in my top 5 favorite zombie movies ever. And I love the sequel too, Weeks Later. I think that's super underrated. And I really enjoyed the new one, but I'm like, I don't need a new trilogy. It's like, stop making everything a freaking trilogy. Looking at you, strangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop. Because by the time we get to the 3rd movie, it's ass.
Yeah.
Chris, I feel like you've been in our walls, because we've been talking about this both on mic and off mic for the past couple weeks.
I mean, as I just said, I'm hoping Shriek Show we get 3 of them, but
yeah, but it doesn't need to be a reboot / remake trilogy.
No, like when I found out that they were doing a new trilogy of The Strangers, but then they were basically remaking the first movie. I'm like, first of all, the first movie is not that old. Like, the interest for it was 2008.
Ah.
So it's not even 20 years old yet, and it's just, the interest is still there. People still love it. I still fucking love it. I think it's great. It's still freaking me out.
Watch it.
And then you had like Pray at Night, super underrated sequel. That whole pool scene, my God,
unbelievable.
But now it's kind of like, now you're seeing like this new trilogy, and it's plain as day. Like, now people are sick of this. Like, people are sick of this trilogy trend now, because everybody bitched about the first one, and then now the second one that came and went out of the theater like a fart in the wind. And then this third one, and nobody's excited for this third one. So it's just like, why don't you pay attention here, movie makers? This is not what we want.
I waited till chapter 1 was streaming and I watched it. And then when chapter 2 came out, there was nothing else playing. And I was like, well, I guess I'll go see it. And so I went and saw it, and I was like, well, that was a waste of time. And the worst,
the hospital part, that was cool, but that was it. Once they leave the hospital, like, that's it.
I mean, and it's literally they Halloween 2'd it. They're like, hey, do you remember this movie? I'm like, yeah, I remember the good version, like the one.
Yeah, watch Halloween 2. You'll have a way better time, and it all makes sense.
I did. I mean, it's been out for a while at this point, so I will spoil it. I did think it was completely out of left field, but really badass was the wild boar. I was like, why? This is fucking intense. And it's so ridiculous, but I was just like, all right, I'm here for it at this point. None of this makes sense. I was just like, There's a giant wild boar who thirsts for people's blood. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Speaking of Halloween too, that's turning 45 this year.
Holy shit.
So we got some big anniversaries this
We have
year.
a lot of anniversaries. But to keep us on par with this one, before we do wrap up, of course, we have to talk about two final things. One, we have to crown a bloody legend. And Chris, I feel like we can hand this off to you, a bloody legend for Valentine. So an actor, character, director, score. What is the best part about this movie that you think deserves to be crowned bloody legend of the week?
Bloody legend. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, I have the whole movie. I'm gonna say, I'm trying not to be like artsy about it.
whatever you want to do, man.
You know what? I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna give Bloody Legend to. I'm gonna give it to Paige's hot tub kill.
Woo!
Because it's just like we have not really had a hot tub kill like really ever, and you know they did it justice. Like it visually the cinematography was great on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you wanted her to get it, but at the same time you didn't want her to get it. And it's just and even like you said, I mean, it's just like Jeremy looking at the drill. It's like, oh, well, okay then. So yeah, I'm gonna give the hot tub kill to for Bloody Legend.
Absolutely. And of course, now we have to rank the movie. So on a scale of 1 to 10 bloody nose Cupid cherub killers, Chris, what would you give Valentine from 2001?
On a scale of 1 to 10, you know what? I'm gonna say, especially now that it does have such a huge following and this nice reevaluation. I'm gonna say maybe I'm gonna give it a 6. Like it's not like one of the best slashers to come out of the post Scream era, but goddamn, is it a fun one? It's simple. It's right to the point. It's got that classic vibe. So I'll give it like a. You know what? I'll give it a 7.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I'll bump it up 1.
Excellent. Rob, what about you?
I was also going to give it a 7. It's one of those. I think I made it very clear my my glaring issues with the movie. It feels like there was a lot removed, and it jumps around far too much. Like they could have lined this up a little bit better to make it a little bit more of a linear story, so that we're not questioning how much time has passed, because that's what I was really struggling with. I'm like, has it been a couple hours? Has it been a couple of days? Who fucking knows? But other than that, I mean, the kills are amazing. And as I've stated multiple times already, that mask makes me uncomfortable. I can't figure out why, but it makes me uncomfortable. And yes, that one. Thank you. I'm glad I have a clearer view of it now. There's just something about it. One of these days it'll click and I'll be like, oh, that's why. And then I'll never sleep again. But yeah, so it's a solid 7 for me. I love this movie. It's great. Thank you for reminding me and reintroducing this to me.
You're welcome.
Jason Michael, what do you give it?
Well, Chris, I'm very happy that you upped your number because I was also at a 7.
Yeah, it's all right. Look at that. We all
across the board. Personally, for me, from the get-go, I am perfectly fine with everyone getting their comeuppance in this movie because from the get-go, I was like, ooh, none of you deserve to live through this movie. Like, all this, like...
Except for Kate. Except for Kate, because Kate was the only truly genuine, kind person.
Okay. But like everybody
did say not right now or maybe later at the dance.
But maybe later. So
maybe that's later. Fair. Yeah, she definitely got overshadowed by the no, I'd rather be boiled alive or the ew. And it's like, guys, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, why are you hanging out with these, like, bitches?
Why are you all so such horrible children?
Ugh.
Glass through the neck, arrow through the chest, dumped down a stairwell into a dumpster. But yeah, no, like, I've never seen this before, and it was never on my radar. When you brought up Fangoria, I was like, oh, fuck. So I probably have seen it in a Fangoria magazine. My dad used to get them all the time, and I loved going through the pictures and go, I can't watch that movie, can't watch that one. Nope, not that one. So it's, yeah, solid 7s across the board. I will add it to my repertoire. I will add it to my annual Valentine.
Yeah, you got to. And it's funny because I used to watch My Bloody Valentine, the original. I do love the remake, though. Don't get me wrong. I used to watch My Bloody Valentine on Valentine's Day every year. But now, the past few years, Valentine has taken the Valentine's Day spot now. And I kind of like it that way now. So here we are.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for listening to our second week of February with Friends. Chris, thank you very much for coming back. It's been, God, what has it been? Since Halloween 4's anniversary, I think?
Yeah, that was, two years ago?
That was in the very beginning of that was when we had the capabilities to live stream. Fucking
Meta. I don't have that anymore. Fuck you, Meta.
No.
Yeah, so yeah, that was 2023. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when I didn't live in an entirely different house and town. It's so weird. Well, Chris, before we do let you go, is there anything else that you'd like to plug? I know we plugged a whole bunch at the beginning, but anything else you got going on? Anything you want them to check out? All those suckers out there?
Of course, that's suckers. Obviously, you can follow all my horror and fishy adventures on Instagrams, merman_Christian. Make sure that you guys are in the Facebook group for Fuzzy Monkey Films and Shriek Show, because we're going to be starting to post updates, leading up to the production of Shriek Show 2, which is going to start this fall. So we have a lot of work to do, but just watch Shriek Show on Tubi. Like, let's get the streaming services back up for it, because I really want when this second movie comes out next year, because it'll be 5 years since the first movie by the time we release it, and I want this to be like a true event. I think the Ringmaster's got a lot of potential behind him, and I'm so excited to bring him back and really show you guys like the monster that he really is. And because we didn't really get to see that much of it in the first movie. So we're kind of like Evil Dead 2ing it with this next one. It's like we're kind of gonna.
You saw both our eyebrows go up.
Yeah, but it definitely is connected to the first movie though. So you'll see where those connections come in once we release it. But guys, just spread the hype of Shriek Show 2, and this year, since it's my 20-year anniversary in film, I'm going to be posting a lot of throwback photos to the productions I've been on throughout the year as well. So, yeah, I just thank everybody for following me all these years and taking interest and helping the Ringmaster become, a kind of a fun character that people are starting to notice now. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Congratulations on 20 years, by the way.
Oh my God, it's crazy. Yes. 20 years since I filmed Step Up.
Wow.
So again, go follow Christian, merman_Christian, and definitely go watch Shriek Show if you haven't. Watch Crackoon, watch everything else in his filmography. Is it filmography?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the word.
You got it.
English escapes me sometimes. And of course, definitely go follow us on our Instagram, our new Instagram, Spoiler Sleepover Gaming, which you can also go check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/Spoiler Sleepover. And if you're feeling oh so gracious, head over to Patreon, where you can get more content similar to this. That is patreon.com/Spoiler Sleepover Podcast. And of course, if you're watching this over on our YouTube, don't forget to subscribe.
And we want to see you guys watch Valentine this month. So when you watch it, tag all three of us while you're watching it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Did you enjoy how we're all in matching red, folks? Look at that. Oh, hang on. I got something. Hang on. There we go. All right.
Yes.
Those are good.
I knew it was in there somewhere.
All right.
How did that feel while you were sitting?
Pitch, but it's okay. Well, thank you again, Chris. it means the world to have you back on the show. I know
Absolutely. It's great. It is great to be back.
Third host.
My face hurts because I've had so much fun.
Well, until next week, Rob, who do we have joining us for our third week of February with Friends?
Ooh, it's Jason, Michael, and Rob from the future / past / I don't know where the timeline goes at this point. Because time makes no fucking sense. We didn't actually know when we were recording this episode what day it was. Turns out we said the wrong guest. But don't worry, we'll cut right back to Chris O'Brockie in a few brief moments. Instead, Rob, what's next week's guest to end February with Friends?
Oh my God. Next week's guest is going to fully complete a podcast circle.
It really is.
Started this podcast. We started it with the blessing and the support of JB and Jordan of Camp Nightmare. We are part of the Nerd Camp Network. And so season 1, I got JB on, and it was awesome. We got to talk a little Cronenberg. And we have been trying to find a time where Jordan is free.
He's a busy man.
Finally found that time. So next week, we have writer, director, producer Jordan Miller coming on
almost
to talk
as tall
about
as Rob.
and fully spoil his own movie, The Only Ones. This is going to be a lot of fun. I am so excited. It has been a couple of years at this point. It's been like 2 years since I've seen him and even talked to him. So I'm excited. I've missed him. This is going to be so cool to like bring this shit full circle. This is going to be so much fun.
Dude,
it's so much fun.
It's so great, and we cannot wait for you suckers to enjoy it. So next week, The Only Ones with, man, that's almost as tall as Rob, Jordan Miller.
Stay tuned for season 4. You're going to hear a lot more from Chris. We're not letting him go again. We're not letting him go another fucking season without hearing from him. No, we're bringing the third host back. He's coming back. You'll hear from him like once a month, like a period. The best period you'll ever have in your life. With that being said,
Jesus.
Until next week.
Sleep tight,
Suckers! Yay!
Brad.
Happy Valentine's Day! Don't get stabbed out there in the neck. Or do. Love you, Chris. Thank you.
Depends on the stabbing. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover, but the fun won't stop there. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and if you have any episode ideas, please send them our way at spoilersleepover@gmail.com. That'd be really fantastic of you. So, until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers.